What is up, everybody? Welcome to the WWE Smackdown post show for Valentine's Day. It is Denise Salcedo and filling in for Robin Lundberg, who is on vacation. We got my NXT co host. Y'all know him, Chinedu. Chinedu, how are you?
I'm doing great, Denise. It is an honor to be here on a Friday night. I cannot wait to review the Smack It Down, as I used to call it. My last year, it's Smack It Down now. It's Smackdown or Smack It Down? I like Smackdown. But what are you smacking? If you are smacking it, what are you smacking? So Smack It Down from my dad's sake though. But it's so great to be here, Denise, and with the amazing DWO on this Friday night. Happy to be here.
Man, I'm excited because we did get quite a bit on today's show. Of course, 3 hours, maybe just not enough to fill the 3 hours, but we are going to cover the main points from SmackDown today. So this will be a mini bite-sized version of what we normally do here because I just want to get into like the big topics for SmackDown today. So I, of course, want to go ahead and kick things off with the biggest news item that came out of today's show, and that is that Charlotte Flair has officially chosen Tiffany Stratton as her Wrestlemania opponent. And you know what time it is. It is time for Blondie Mania. It is happening. The match that I was anticipating here, Charlotte versus Tiffany. I think we all pretty much knew that was the match that we were going to get the second that Charlotte Flair won that Royal Rumble. So before we get to how everything played out, Chin, what was your were you expecting anything but uh Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton?
No, this is what I expected from the beginning. Charlotte Rhea would have been nice, but we've seen it before, and I feel like they have something different planned for her. I was happy to see her make rounds on NXT. I felt it was good to add ratings to the show. She's gonna be there. It was really great, but this was the collision course we wanted, creative wanted. And I'm looking forward to seeing. I love Charlotte's presence, the way she came out, like the regalness, the small things she does that I feel like people maybe not notice. She never gets in that ring by herself. She looks at the crew hand, she breaks fourth wall. Hey, you, come here. It was some lady. There you go right there. She doesn't like that. It's amazing the way she sat down. She didn't touch Tiffany at all. I love that part. She didn't make any contact. She sat down right there, waited for her to get up like she was talking to a child. And that's how she's been regarding these women. You're children. You are children to me. And I love the attitude, the arrogance. I see WrestleMania. I love how she waited for Tiffany to be like down and out. The way it was, the visuals, the backdrop of it, amazing. Love it.
Okay, so let's break down how this went down because there was one big thing that I did not like and another thing that I did like. So, what we got here was this pretty lengthy match. I actually don't know how long it technically went, but we had a match between Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. Actually, here it is. It was a 16-minute, 59-second match. So, let's just say 17 minutes of non-stop action here. This was basically Nia Jax for most of the match was she had the upper hand on Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton was the one fighting from underneath. She was totally babyface in this match the whole time, trying to just keep on holding her WWE Women's Championship. And I was so in love with what they were doing here because we were seeing some very cool moments. Like I loved when Nia Jax did this bit where she like had Tiffany up, but before she came down for the power bomb, she made sure to also hit her with a headbutt. So it was like this
Yes.
combination that I thought looked really cool. And then Tiffany Stratton, I don't know if you got to see this Chinedu. I was watching I was watching the version where I could see the match like during the commercials. So I was able to watch what they were doing during the commercial breaks. And there was a moment where Tiffany Stratton power bombed Nia Jax. And I thought, damn, I feel like this should have been in like the regular version of this, like the fully broadcasted version of this match, because I thought that part was sick. But then freaking Tiffany Stratton with that like insane freaking senton that she did, I was like, what? That looked beautiful. So there were so many great moments in this match, and they were building and building and building to the point where you thought, all right, here we go. Like Tiffany Stratton's about to get her big victory over Nia Jax, a successful title defense. But instead, Candice LeRae came in and caused the DQ by attacking Tiffany Stratton. I hated that. And I know everyone's going to be like, well, Denise, but then we had Trish Stratus come out. Yes, that was great, but that could have happened afterwards. I really wanted to see Tiffany Stratton get her win, and then afterwards, they could have done a situation where Candice LeRae and Nia Jax, went back and tried to get their heat back on Tiffany Stratton, and then afterwards, we could have had Trish Stratus come in and make the save. but instead they kind of took the win from out of it. Like they took the moment out, in my opinion, when they didn't have Tiffany Stratton get her win there. Instead, they had Trish Stratus run in there, help her out, and so they had a whole moment where they could be friends. But Trish Stratus also gets laid out by Nia Jax, and then that's finally when we have the bit with Charlotte Flair. Before we get to the bit with Charlotte Flair, how did you feel about the match with Nia and Tiffany?
I did enjoy the match. I think is it safe to say Tiffany's a babyface now, right? Because
Dude,
I
we were talking
right?
about this on the watch along, Chin, because she was kind of a tweener, right? Like the last couple of weeks,
Yeah.
sometimes she's a heel, sometimes she's a baby face. I thought once she won the title, I thought she was gonna be a full-on baby face. So I was surprised when she was still a heel. But then today, she felt like a full-on baby face, and she's gonna go into this match at Elimination Chamber teaming with Trish Stratus. That's all baby face-ish to me.
It is like you don't do cartwheels and you're a heel. She did a cartwheel in that match. So we got around the out of them holes, whatever. I was like, that's a move. And like even in like the prettiest moonsault ever, it's such a babyface move. It's such a babyface move to me because she is done so well, it's so crisp, clean. So I'm hoping she is a face. I like the match. I wanted her to win clean too. So I feel like a win over Nia Jax, the way they booked her over the past year, is important. Bailey still has not beaten Nia Jax yet. So it's a big deal to beat her. So I thought that would have been really great for her character. Establish her as a firm champion, not as somebody that's just barely getting off, barely getting by on wins. And when Byron Saxton said you successfully defend your title, it's like, what do you mean? It was a DQ. That was not successful. But hey, whatever. But I really wish she would have won too. But for me, the afterbirth of it had me like really hype about it. I love Trish too, but Trish Trish got beat up too. So I was like, well, all right, well, thank you for coming, Trish. I guess we'll see Elimination Chamber. Like, all right, that's great. But Charlotte coming out was a highlight for me.
Yes. All right. So Charlotte gets out there and she's so mean. I love it. She is telling Tiffany, who's laying out there, barely coming to consciousness, right? She's got stars. She's seeing stars. And she is telling her, wake up, Tiffy. It's still Tiffy time. And in that kind of a tone of voice, which was just like you said, treating her like a child, right? And it's like, okay, she's our champion. So we're going to have to see our champion grow a backbone at some point and really, really fight back and show her claws to Charlotte Flair. But Charlotte basically just told her straight out, "I pick you."
And I loved it. Again, the tone was so condescending. It's like you could tell Charlotte already sees herself with the title of WrestleMania already. And I really like that going into it though, because I still want that heelish part of Tiffany, especially for these promos. I don't want her to go full babyface yet, because I want her to get at Charlotte on that mic. Like I really want that exchange to happen. I hope they have a great pull apart, kind of a heat. Well, I know there was a shoot between Charlotte and Nia though, but I want them to have one of those kind of pull aparts though, where it feels real. Like, oh, they're really going at it. I want that kind of energy going into it though, and I think they can do it. So I'm excited about it.
But here's the big question though, is what changed in your opinion and based off of what we saw today, what changed that made Charlotte Flair want to face Tiffany Stratton? Because the week before when they had their confrontation, she had told Tiffany Stratton, "Hey, I'm not going to do this match with you because I'm going to make you essentially I'm going to be the one making you famous. Like what do I get out of having this match with you? You are a kid." That was what she told Tiffany Stratton. So, do you think so cuz you're to me, there's two options of why Charlotte chose her based off what we saw today. One, she could have either seen Tiffany Stratton as somebody who was not giving up no matter how much Nia Jax was beating on her. Or two, considering that by the time she went out there, Tiffany Stratton was laid out, she could have seen Tiffany Stratton as an easy opponent to beat. Do you think it was either one of those two or something totally different?
I truly think it might have been a combination of those two. And honestly, I thought in her ego as well, it's like, I've already beaten Rhea. I've done that. I think I've done it twice, actually. I've won the NXT title at WrestleMania as well. This shiny little new toy I keep talking about. What's her name? What? Let me get that little girl right now. Like, let me go snatch. How do Bianca said, a little snatch and drag? Let me go ahead and get a little of that going on with this little girl right here, a little blonde, and she's blonde. Oh no, I'm the blonde, ma'am. No, ask Becky, ask all them up. I'm the blonde, okay? Ask Eva Marie, ask I'm the blonde. So when I beat you at WrestleMania, you need to go purple. All right, that's what's gonna happen. All right,
Purple's
I'll pick
taken
you.
already. Bailey's got purple. Candace has
Oh
purple.
yeah.
Tiffany's gonna have to
Oh
do
yeah.
pink. Nobody has
Yeah,
pink,
pink.
right? Asuka has
Yeah.
like different colors. Does anybody have all pink?
Mm,
No, right?
no, right?
Okay, so I'm gonna
No.
have to say Tiffany's gonna have to go all pink then.
And I'm talking like Dean Ambrose on the Indies pink. I want that. All right. I want like a hot pink all the way down like that. I want to see it.
Poor Tiffy. It's pink time.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that match is officially happening. Now, I know a lot of people are pretty much like stressed. Like, I think there's a lot of people that are like, oh no, here we go. WWE is feeding Tiffany Stratton to Charlotte Flair. I know everyone's thinking that. I'm gonna try to be the glass half full person. I'm going to show my optimism here, and that is that I truly, truly hope that Tiffany does defeat Charlotte, but I'm not that confident anymore. I was very confident in the beginning. I was singing it up to the heavens. Now I don't really feel that confident, but I'm still going to keep manifesting that we get completely surprised and Tiffany actually gets to defeat Charlotte.
I agree. And I mean, those of us, and we talk about this on Wednesday nights too. Like, I was all for like Charlotte and Tiffany as long as Tiffany gets over. She has to get over in this match because although I'm a big Charlotte fan, Charlotte's had a lot of highlights. You gotta get Tiffany over. She's the next era star. I'm not saying Charlotte's done. It's her and Bailey are still out here knocking. The horsewoman is still very relevant though. But in this season right now, it's more about getting Tiffany time over. We got to establish a new star. Charlotte, you there? And I feel like this won't hurt Charlotte as a whole. So let's say she like loses here, leaves, come back in SummerSlam, wins or something like that. You know, wins Queen of the Ring, wins Money in the Bank, something like that. Hey, she'll be good. She's good. You know, good wardrobe out there, doing great. You know what I'm saying? You're right. But you got to lose, Charlotte. I'm sorry, you have to lose, because I feel you got to get her over. If she does win, I'll be disappointed. But after this promo does have me doubtful because when you see them together, not to be mean to Tiffany, because I know she's a full-grown adult. It was great. It does look like a woman and a little girl. When you see them in the ring, it's like that dynamic, and you can see, like, uh, so I hope she wins. It's like, I can see it.
Yeah, so they
You're like
gotta
a little
they
girl.
like Tiffany Stratton has to find the thing in her that matches that kind of energy that Charlotte Flair is bringing. Because Charlotte Flair is bringing the I'm, chin way up high. I am fully accomplished. I am this
Grown
top
woman.
girl that I'm calling myself. I am this grown woman. Exactly.
Grown woman.
So Tiffany Stratton has to try to match that energy as best as she can. So we'll see how this ends up playing out at this point, but that is where we're at with Charlotte and Tiffany. It is officially happening at WrestleMania. We got some super chats here to get into. So here we go. We're kicking things off with Anthony Giuliano, who says what happened to Robin. Robin's on vacation enjoying himself, so he's having a good time. We got Bailey Darley here, who says happy for Trish and Tiffany to tag at Chamber. Yes, so it looks like we're going to have this tag match with Trishy time and Tiffy time versus Candice LeRae and Nia Jax. So that's looking like that is going to be going down. So that'll be exciting. We got Anthony Giuliano, who says happy Valentine's Day, Denise. Thank you so much, Anthony. I hope you're having a good weekend. We got John Taylor here, who says glad to see Chinedu pulling a Vic Joseph. Can't wait for the transfer window with Santi on Mondays. To me, SmackDown dragged and felt like 6 hours long. And mind you, John Taylor was like keeping busy and having SmackDown in the background, and he was still felt like it was 6 hours long. That's why I'm like, all right, we can focus on the main things for today. We've been here for a minute. Rudy Botha here, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Denise, I don't know how you have so much energy, but thanks for the live stream. Rudy, thank you so much for taking part in the watch along. Rudy was here the entire time, so thank you so much for the support. And hope you have a good weekend as well. We got Matt Logan, who says it's not Tuesday night. Vic Joseph and Chinedu, today's your guys' day.
I know. I was like, look at us, okay? Look at us again. Corey Graves is punching air, but look at us, okay? We made the SmackDown. All right, we're here.
All right. And we also got Bailey Darley here, who says, fun fact, Bailey did beat Nia for the NXT championship. I don't even remember that, so thank you so much for bringing that up. I love fun facts like that. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our next big topic. And that was the closing of SmackDown, which was Damian Priest getting the win over Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu in a triple threat match. And I think for the most part, at this point, we had kind of pieced this together because we did have an opening segment at the top of the show that saw a confrontation between Cody and Drew McIntyre, where Drew McIntyre was basically telling Cody, like, hey, put some respect when you mention my name, okay? You said all of these things about all these other guys, and I just got also Drew McIntyre when I'm the one who's, won multiple championships, won a Royal Rumble, been a Money in the Bank briefcase winner, all of that stuff, right? And so before we can even finish that out, we did end up finding Jacob Fatu, who goes out there and has this confrontation with Drew and eventually Cody Rhodes. And for the most part, I think at this point, Chinedu, I started to feel like Fatu was not going to be winning this triple threat. And I feel like that's why he got this big spotlight at the top of the show. Because even though he is the most popular guy there, it felt like this was going to be either Damian's to win or Braun Strowman's, with Damian Priest kind of being more the popular choice. And of course, former world heavyweight champion just got over to the SmackDown brand. I think he needed to be put in a spot like this so that he didn't become forgotten about, right? Because Jacob Fatu has all this other stuff with Solo Sikoa. Damian Priest doesn't really have anything else going on, so I felt like this was a good spot for him. We did have Solo Sikoa come in during that opening segment as well. He pulled up, and that's when Jacob Fatu went to go find him. They had this backstage interaction in which clearly it's not going so well between them. Solo Sikoa told Jacob Fatu that he loved him, and Jacob Fatu did not share the same feelings with him, and that was the gist of that. So what we ended up getting in the closing segment, we did have Solo Sikoa go out there and try to help Jacob Fatu, but Cody Rhodes came out and made sure that didn't, go down on his watch. And so that all basically led to a melee on the outside where they took out Solo Sikoa, and then Solo Sikoa accidentally Samoan spiked Tama Tonga. And then finally Jacob Fatu gets taken out by Damian Priest. And then back in the ring, Damian Priest is able to handle his business with Fatu. Wow, there was a lot that went in there, but what did you make of all of this, Chin?
I'll start off the top. I agree that I saw Damian Priest being the winner just because, again, he's new to the brand. We have to establish him as someone who competes on the main event level. I don't see him being world champion anytime soon, but he's important to present him on that level. Like, he will always be in contention for, like, that type of person, that type of guy. So it was good for him to win. Jacob doesn't need the win. Like you said, he's involved with Solo right now, which I feel is a really good storyline. I feel when Jacob goes out there and says, I don't love you no more, Solo, the crowd is going to go crazy because he said it so much. They even chanted, I love you, Solo. They chanted with him. And I love all his energy. I'll dog walk your ass. I love that, okay? I'll dog walk your ass. I believe it. He go cross-eyed Eric, that dog walk your ass. I believe it. The energy he brings to it makes me excited. So I feel he doesn't need this win. He has enough momentum behind him to continue his storyline with Solo, where the crowd will be interested in him. Braun is, I feel, at this point in his career, I feel he's a strong hand that they kind of use to help enhance other people. Not to where he's like a jobber, nothing like that, but like he can like take a loss and it won't like hurt him in the long run. Like he lost to Jacob at main event. We still view him as like somebody big deal. Just lost tonight. He can come back out, beat Carmelo Hayes, and be right back in there. He's good. So, no worry about that. I feel like it was good. He could take the pin. I didn't want Jacob to eat the pin because I feel, he has a momentum going right now. I felt everything happened the way it should. Damian wins. He's not going to win Chamber, but he'll have a good showing, establish him. Braun won't take much taking the L, and Jacob will continue to dog walk that ass with Solo. I love it. It makes me happy.
I'm not going to be able to think about that without seeing you as cross-eyed and Chinedu.
Dog walk that ass.
And they also tried to tease, they did a good job of also kind of giving Damian Priest a little bit of a leg up by having him close out the show. With him and Cody staring at the WrestleMania sign. Oh my God, Chinedu. When I was little and I used to do my eyes where I used to cross-eyed, like make them cross-eyed, my mom used to tell me, stop doing that or you're going to stay like that. So now every time I see you doing that, I'm like, Chinedu, you're going to stay like that. Stop it.
Really? My dad made me keep him like that one time. He told me to say you want to be cockeyed. Hold them. I like until that burn.
No,
I was like, that's like crying. Don't continue. He like continue like to continue, and I be crying like, please stop. Okay, you can let the rest now. I blink, cry. It's like that, man. So he made me hold this like this, like.
Oh no. Oh
Hey,
no,
real.
that
I was like,
always
man, I
makes
got.
me very nervous. It makes me very, very nervous. I'm just like,
Yeah.
stop it. You're gonna stay like that. I just hear my mom's voice in my head.
Oh
All
yeah.
right, we got a
Yeah.
couple of super chats here to get into, by the way. Let's see. Let me catch up here. All right, this is from Malcolm Kobe. Thank you so much to Malcolm Kobe, who says, I'm just getting to work. Y'all have a great show. And Naomi still did that shit. Thank you, Malcolm Kobe. I hope so too, because today we had an update on the Jade Cargill storyline here. And they basically, Nick Aldis came out with a video and he tells Bianca and Naomi, oh, yeah, we got like footage of this video and it shows who it is, right? And then they show the shot of the ambulance when they're taking Jade. And with that, we then see Raquel and Liv Morgan walking by. And I thought, oh, hells no, this better not be the big reveal as Raquel and Liv Morgan, because that is hella lame. If it is, and it doesn't make sense to this story, to me, I'm sorry. That's just not the direction to go. So I still think that, because he had said, like, oh, yeah, I was an anonymous person who sent it in. And so it's clearly that whoever that anonymous person is that sends the video is the one who is trying to, shine the light on somebody else, trying to place the blame on somebody else, clearly on Raquel and Liv. But given what we saw in the video, like there's no proof there. They were there and we knew they were already at that show. We knew that already. So there's no actual proof that they were the ones that did what they did through Jade Cargill through that car.
Well, I want to say this is one of my favorite storylines on SmackDown because I love me some Bianca, I love me some Naomi. So I have a lot to say on this. So I'm gonna keep it brief. I got a lot to say. Keep it brief though. First of all, I know who the anonymous tip was. Okay, it was Just Joe. Okay, he's back. He's still in the fold. If you remember who he is, it's Just Joe. He's back. If you know, you know. I'm just joking about that. That's for the hardcore wrestling fans. No, I'm just kidding. It's not Just Joe. That's hardcore wrestling fans. If you remember him. But anyway, I want to highlight the fact that apparently this footage of this TV was powered by Windows 95 because it took like 15 minutes for the footage to air. I was like, y'all need to do better with this, man. You got Naomi looking like this. Like they had to do extra acting. Like, and nigga, I was throwing the remote.
They were trying to build the suspense.
It was hilarious to me though, but I just want to point that part out. I'm believing this is a red herring. I want Naomi to still have done it because I want to heal Naomi. Like, I want that in my mind. I've already booked how she would be healed. Like the merch is amazing. Instead of feel the glow, fear the glow. That's what I want. I want her to go like dark neon, black neon lights, hardcore. I want to go real evil, okay? Because we need a real baddie, like a psychopath. And I feel that could be Naomi. Like I've been gone for 2 years. I never lost these titles, and I worked my way back in here. And look at what I'm doing now. I'm a champion. I was in the Rumble. I'm in the Chamber. More TV time. More this. And that's what I want her to become unhinged. So I'm hoping this will be the red herring. I'm hoping Jade comes back somewhere between now and Mania, sees Bianca, and then tries to beat the dog-ish out of Naomi. And Bianca's like, what are you doing? What's going on? And she's like, this girl did. Yeah, that's what I want. So I hope that happens because I'd like Liv and Raquel again. So lame. So lame. Come on, Paul. Please. Don't do us like that.
Preach it to the choir, Chin, because I have been booking this Naomi feud that she's the one who did it for like weeks now. So hearing you say that you also feel like it should be Naomi is making me feel very good about that. All right, we got Arnold Nicholson Jr. who says seeing Jacob Fatu in person is amazing. Oh, dude is a freak athlete. It is incredible to see. So yeah, I agree with you, Arnold. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good time. We got Uncle Donk here. Thank you so much for the generous super chat. Says earlier in the show, I thought it would be Chelsea versus Trish Stratus at Elimination Chamber. Tiffy versus Jax was an absolute banger, but I don't know about how the match ended. What are they doing with Chelsea? Did she have to job to Naomi? So yeah, that was my thing too. I completely agree with you. I don't think that they should have ended the way that they ended that Tiffany Stratton Nia Jax match. I thought they would have gotten a lot of goodwill had they just given Tiffany Stratton this massive win. And I think it would have made her look even better as a competitor to Charlotte Flair. And it would make Charlotte Flair look even better for picking Tiffany Stratton, because it'd be like, oh, she had a reason to pick her, because look at her after this big attack from Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton was still able to get the win. Shit, she is a fighting freaking champion with so much heart and so much passion. That would make Tiffany Stratton look good, and in turn would make Charlotte Flair look good too for also picking her. So I really wish they would have rethought that finish. Just a little bit more. And then with Chelsea, so Chelsea had a match today against Naomi to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. One of the things that when this match was first announced, I accidentally thought that this match was for the United States Championship because we never get to see Chelsea Green defend her United States Championship. And then when I realized it was for the Elimination Chamber, I'm like, oh, well, that's totally Naomi's to win. She has to win that match. She's the one that I think would benefit the most from being in the Elimination Chamber. But I just wish they wouldn't have gone about it with her having to beat Chelsea Green. I wish that Chelsea Green instead, because I think Piper Niven had a match last week on SmackDown. I wish it would have been Chelsea Green that had the match last week on SmackDown, defended her title. And I wish that to this week, it should have been Naomi versus Piper Niven for that spot for the Women's Elimination Chamber, in my opinion. I think that's what they should have done, because if not, then you're kind of just pushing Chelsea. Like, Chelsea Green is still a champion. And even though she's a funny, haha, comedic champion, I still wanted her to be given a little bit, taken a little seriously in some aspects, because she's still a champion.
I definitely agree, Denise. And you look at like the women's Intercontinental Champion and the women's US Champion both took losses clean this week. And I was like, what are y'all doing with the division? Like, they need to book that division the same way they booked the women's North American division on NXT. It's great. It's stacked. It's competitive. You have enough women on the roster to do it. So I'm not understanding why they haven't like started some major feuds for these women, especially with Mania being 60 days away. You got 2 nights to fill. So I hope they get started on that quickly.
Thank you so much, Uncle Dong, for the generous super chat. I hope you have a good weekend. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, I'm all gas, no breaks. Love that line. Oh, yeah, me too. I even ended up using that as a segue into my Blue Chew read. I was like, if you want to be all gas and no breaks, bluechew.com. Yes, love that line too. I'm gonna be using that a lot more too. Corey MacArthur says, forgive me, Denise Pillow Princess Skeet Salcedo, for not saying hello during the watch along. Welcome to Friday's nights, Chinedu, Chen and Den Fridays. We're so happy. Corey MacArthur, thank you so much for always tuning in. I saw you in the chat. You were doing good in the game. So I definitely count that as a hello. So thank you so much, Corey. And I also hope you're having a good freaking weekend, man. Honestly, I hope everyone has a nice one. Tomorrow's going to be a stacked day. I'm going to be here streaming all freaking day. So if anybody wants to pop in during that, you're more than welcome to. I'll be streaming Vengeance Day. I'll be streaming Grand Slam Australia. At that point, I'll be streaming anything. So we'll see what happens. Thank you so much, Corey. Anthony Giuliano said, he says, are you going to a Valentine's dinner after the stream, Denise? No, I'm going to take a shower and go to sleep. I'm not celebrating Valentine's until Sunday. Chinedu, I know you're busy as a parent, but you're also, married. What did you do? Did you and your wife celebrate? Are you guys any plans?
Yes, we have a very romantic date planned tomorrow. I got her gifts today, of course. We are going to go see the new Captain America movie. We're going to see how it is. I want to see how it goes, whatever. And after that, we have a great brunch, got a sitter, and I'll be pulling back up to the crib in time for Vengeance Day, man. I got a stream, but we're going to have a great plan. And Monday, we got our massages, though. So ours is a little bit over the weekend, but we're going to get it done that Monday. That massage Monday is going down, though. That's what I'm really excited about, because I need that.
Oh, I love that. I hope you guys have a good time doing your day. Your date
Oh,
day. Did
yeah.
you say date day or day day?
Oh, yeah, date day. It's going down, man. Take it down. I really want to take it down.
We know what Chinedu is going to be. Chinedu's going to come in tomorrow to the NXT Vengeance post show like this.
Like this, man. Hey, what'd you do, Chin? I dog walked that ass. What you mean what I do?
Happy Valentine's, everybody. Oh, no. Your wife's going to be like, did you really say that on the air about me? It's wild, man. Oh man, I love that. Yes, Chinedu will be here tomorrow for the Vengeance Day post show. We'll be having a good time. It'll be great. Thank you so much, Anthony. We got Bailey Darley here who says Bailey beat Nia in UK when Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte got called up. BTW, I'm ready for Raw to see development of who attacked Jade and think Bianca and Naomi attacked Jade. I'm still thinking just Naomi on her own by herself. Not Bianca, because Bianca would have just screwed herself out of the tournament. So not Bianca, Naomi alone, and I think she's gonna pull one over on Bianca Belair. So that's gonna be hopefully the development we end up seeing. Anthony Julio's telling us says you got to get that cardio in. For reals, get that cardio in, get the heartburn, get the what is it? Get the heart rate up. Yeah.
Heart rate up. Yeah, man. Dog walk that ass. You don't let him go.
Thank you, Bailey. Thank you, Anthony. All righty. With that being said, let me go ahead and catch up on the items that we didn't get to talk about. So we'll kind of just like skim through these since they're not really like these are our smaller topics that we've got. All right. The other thing we didn't talk about. All right, Motor City Machine Guns defeated Los Garzas. That's the second time they defeated them. We don't need to see this match again. Shinsuke Nakamura. BTW, who has not defended his United States Championship since he won it at War Games, believe it or not, has not defended the title, not once on TV. So, yeah, I know. I just learned that today, Chinedu. I searched it up because I wasn't sure how many times he had defended that title, and he has not. LA Knight and The Miz go off on this really pretty lengthy promo back and forth where they're basically just talking shit to each other. LA Knight's telling The Miz that, he sucks, and The Miz is telling them that he's not as accomplished as he is. And this lasts quite a bit. That ends with The Miz, like fake crying and making fun of LA Knight for saying that men can cry. And this went on for a while. Eventually, they got heated enough to the point where they ended up having a match with each other. And LA Knight defeated The Miz. So he is now the new #1 contender for the US title. So they're going to run back LA Knight and Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm not exactly sure when that match is happening. I'm assuming it's going to happen at Elimination Chamber. Assuming, but I'm not sure. It could happen just on SmackDown.
I definitely agree. He hasn't defended that long. That is insane. Like, first of all, if I'm Nakamura, I'm pissed, man. You're trying to fill a 3-hour show, and I'm backstage with the belt. What do we need to fill? I gotta wait, Nakamura. What are we gonna do to fill? I'll be so what? 3 hours, and this show dragged. That promo between LA Knight and Miz. I'm a big LA Knight fan, and I like Miz. They're both good on the mic. This wasn't their best. This dragged on. It didn't feel like it was put together that well. It didn't feel as witty as they usually are. Like, they're both pretty good witty on that mic. It wasn't that. You suck? I mean, yeah, but I was expecting more from LA Knight. LA Knight can rip on the mic, and I just felt like if this wasn't there tonight, I don't know if they had to stretch. I think they had to stretch it out a little bit longer because even the brawl felt like at random. Like, just okay, yeah. And there's Nakamura right there. Just like, we're not gonna make it a triple threat for the belt tonight. I mean, he's in his ring gear. He's there. No.
And he was looking for an opponent.
Yeah, looking for an opponent. He's on the mic. There are no warriors here. Apparently not. And he just had this black. First of all, I thought he had a hole in his face. Like, that makeup is deep on his face. Like, that black. I'm like, bro, what is? I thought it was an eye patch. It's like, are you like? It's just interesting. The music. I know he wants the music like that because he wants to be a heel. He don't want them to sing the song no more. But I like the song. I wish he would bring it back. I don't like the new music, and I know that's the point. I get it, but come on, bro, give us the music. It's just it's a 3-hour show. Come on.
You're like, at least we can get the song to vibe to.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
but this is not a good idea. I said it from the beginning. I didn't think Shinsuke Nakamura should have won the title, and they just confirmed my suspicions that they weren't going to do anything with this, and it was just a silly call to make. For whatever reason, they decided to make it, and they did, and we haven't gotten anything from it. So we'll see where we go from here. We got Saeed Dun Super, who's here. What's up, man? He says Triple H has Andrade, Carmelo, Chad Gable, Dom, Dragon Lee, and I'm subjected to the Miz and Shinsuke Nakamura, and eventually Rusev and Malachi. I was hoping for Carmelo Hayes to come out during this. After the Miz came out, I thought like, oh, maybe Carmelo Hayes will come out. and he did it. I mean, he did have a match today with R-Truth, a quick 2-minute, 20-second match where he defeated R-Truth, but that was it. But I thought like Carmelo Hayes is the one that I want to see like in this program, which he has been part of it. You know, he did have that triple threat match with Andrade, Carmelo, and LA Knight, but yeah, man, I want to see fresh faces, and I think I was not. The Miz stuff wasn't for me. Hopefully, you know, granted, it was just a 1 week thing. Sure, fine, cool, all of that, but it just went way too long, and it wasn't that great. So it is what it is. But yeah, there is more people that you can definitely throw in there. Thank you so much, Saif. We got Bailey Darley here who says Chin will be like Evans tomorrow with smiling. Oh my God. We'll be waiting for that smile, Chin. Thank you so much, Bailey, as always. And all right, let me see what else we needed to talk about that we didn't get to here. Actually, I think we got everything, everybody. That was Friday night SmackDown here today. This was a little bit more of a bite-sized edition so that we can all go and enjoy our weekend. Plus, I'll be here live tomorrow pretty much all day, again, covering both Vengeance Day and Grand Slam Australia. So make sure to pop in tomorrow to the stream. Chinedu, please let the people know where they can find you and support your work.
I'm everywhere at Chinedu Ogu. I am currently on my tour, my Age Mate tour. Then we start off in Fort Worth, Texas at the Big Live Comedy Club, followed by Houston Improv May 1st, Upstage Comedy Lounge in San Antonio, Texas, May 31st. I'll be at the Sci-Fi Visual Performing Arts Center in Cyprus on July 26th. And then I will be in Pasadena August 2nd. And the rest of my dates, including LA, Lake Jackson, Atlanta, New Orleans, will be later that fall. You can also, in the meantime, if you want to check me out, my stand-up, whatever, you never seen me before, you can watch 4 of my comedy specials for free on my YouTube channel right now. You go to my YouTube channel page right now, Chinedu Ogu, or go to my Instagram page, link in my bio. I have 4 of them since 2017. Check them out. They're free. You can also, watch me on my own page, videos every day. In the meantime, watch videos here with Denise Salcedo, content every day. I bet some of y'all still have not watched all the Rumble footage. I know you haven't, okay? I'm sure you haven't, okay? 200,000 of us, okay? We should be 200,000 deep on all the videos, okay? Every video now, everyone should be watching. You listen to me. So go watch the videos, go watch them back. Great interviews lined up. Watch the content. And overall, when it comes to the content here, don't be a dick. Give it a click. Just push play and put on the background, okay? Support, all right? Don't be a dick. Give it a click.
Hell yeah, guys. And we got one more super chat here from Anthony Giuliano who says, give Carmelo Hayes a chance at the U.S. Championship. He's not really doing anything but beating R-Truth. I agree. I think Carmelo Hayes as champion would be awesome because the big thing about Carmelo Hayes is that he can go in the ring. And we have seen that, of course, in his NXT days and even in his SmackDown days in those matches that he had with Andrade. So I 1000% agree. I want to see Carmelo Hayes win that title. So maybe LA Knight will take the title back away from Shinsuke Nakamura. And then from there, maybe we can get into a program with him and Carmelo Hayes, run that back. I wouldn't mind it as long as they kind of course correct there. So I'm with you on that one, Anthony. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much. Don't forget to be back here tomorrow for Vengeance Day and Grand Slam Australia. Hope you guys all have an awesome weekend. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, everyone.